Hey everyone, we're going old school today and we are fixing a Samsung Galaxy S4. The irony is that this is being recorded on a Samsung Galaxy S10. So we are a whole 6 generations ahead. Let's go ahead and flip this guy over. I've already removed the battery and that plastic back panel. That's easy enough to remove. They are user replaceable. Samsung Galaxy S5 was the last Samsung that had a user serviceable battery. But remember, here in the repair industry, all batteries are serviceable. Much like other Samsungs, the screws are held in a little bit with Loctite, so some of them will not come out of the frame as we go through them. But that's okay. They will get a little bit of help soon enough from our good old tweezers. I've also removed the SIM tray on this one. Not the tray itself, but the actual SIM card. Basically so that when I pop this frame out, it doesn't get snagged on that SIM card and crack the frame or the card. If it had a micro SD card in there, sometimes you have to take that out. I don't recall if it's too long and covers the frame, but I think this one it's fine to leave it in. I don't have one in there right now anyway. Just for your reference. Okay, we've removed all the screws. Now we're gonna pop it open. Might be a little bit more pop than we were looking for. Okay, that's a lot more pop than we were looking for, wasn't it? On this one, I'm not exactly being nice to the LCD screen because that is the part that I'm replacing. Normally, in this case, you would want to heat the phone up. Pry that off very carefully. But I'm not being careful today. Today, we are just replacing the screen. The screen did not work before. The screen certainly will not continue to function. This is going to be bad. Alright, now we should be able to release this midframe. However, it is not wanting to let go at the moment. What is holding you, midframe? Why do you not wish to come out? Midframe, please. Typically, you would remove the midframe prior to removing the screen. In this case, I wanted to get done with this one as soon as possible, so I just tore the screen off. That will help speed up the removal process, because I do need to put the new screen down on this same frame. So we'll be carefully separating the midframe as it is fragile plastic and can crack. I also don't want to snap any buttons or anything off that board. There we go. Our midframe has been removed. Now on the back we find the LCD connection, digitizer connection combination. That's this little guy right here. Now, if you'll remember my previous video, wait a second, I didn't share that one. My apologies. I will show you what the part is that I got in, and I'm not happy about it. I do have to take the board out to get to that screw. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll show you that in a minute. let me grab. This is the original replacement part that I got in from Mobile Centrics. This is a screen protector sleeve that you would peel off of a screen protector, just not the one that's already installed on this replacement combo. In addition to being a used screen protector on this replacement combo that was sent to me from Mobile Centrics, the screen is cracked here at the bottom. There's still adhesive left there, and whoever used this before filled it with their ear junk. But Mobile Centrics decided, we don't need to clean that out. We don't need to check if it's cracked. We don't need to check that it's a used old screen protector on there. Let's just send it. Let's just send it at full price. Okay, thanks Mobile Centrics. So what did I do? What did I do for the customer? Well, I had a replacement part overnighted. The only place that I could get it from was yet again Mobile Centrics. So what does Mobile Centrics send us this time? They send us a Galaxy S4 combo. Just the combo. Definitely not been used before. It's brand new. But there's a new message. Please test screen before removing adhesive or installing on phone. No returns after installation. So they have apparently changed their return policy, which was a lifetime warranty, and have gone instead for the no returns once you open it. Sorry, you're out of luck. So will they take that back? The bum one they sent me first? I don't know. But I tell you what, just for you Mobile Centrics, just for you, I'm going to test this screen before I pull off the plastic adhesive and everything else for you. Let's do that right now. Let's take out this singular board screw. That's going to give us enough lift to slide the flex connection through, the old one that is. We'll take our new LCD from Mobile Centrics, the one that isn't cracked and already been used. We're going to plug that in. Next, we will grab our battery. Now, let's see if our screen will turn on. I'm going to hold the power button. We have vibration. We have screen. It appears to be in recovery mode. It could probably use some recovering. Anyway, now that we know our new screen works, we'll remove the battery. We're going to unhook our LCD connector right there. LCD connector has been popped. Now I know this is a working screen, so Mobile Centrics, I will pull off your precious adhesive coverings. Beautiful. Nice and sticky. That will work well. Let's go ahead and flip this guy over. We're going to clean off the rest of the frame. Sorry, let me move the camera down so you can actually see what I'm working on here. The laminate has stayed in the phone, as well as the other adhesive, so I'll need to get that out. Sometimes it comes out in one fell swoop, sometimes it does not. Most times it does not. It is double-sided with adhesive, which makes it a little tricky to let go. This is virtually just, I can't recall the word. It's almost like it's plated on, so nothing really holds it on, but it stays there. There is adhesive on the edges of those soft keys. Those are the ones that I want to keep intact. Otherwise, I'll need to replace the entire charge port on this phone. Do you know how much fun it is to replace a charge port on a Galaxy S4? It's actually really fun if you've got the screen off already. If you do not have the screen off, you need to remove the screen without delaminating it and without damaging it, so that you can remove these soft keys, which are held in place under the screen itself. The home button flexes on that same connection, though the home button itself is not. This was before they had the fingerprint scanners on their phones installed as a home button, which is why the Galaxy S5 had a flex connection for the home button versus the free-floating one we found here. And carrying on, we are going to continue picking away at our adhesive. If it doesn't come up easily, we have another tool that will make it come up easily. But for now, it is playing nice. Now up here is one of my favorite parts of any Samsung phone repair. That is the ear speaker. I love seeing what is stuck in people's ear speakers. So, you want to see what's in this one? Let's find out. This phone has been in service for many, many years, so I'm sure it's got a little bit built up in there. Not actually too bad. A lot of these you can scrape and just get the entire channel cleaned out. But this one is slightly disappointing. There's less ear grodies in there. Oh well. Let's take a look in here. Ear grodies? Any ear grodies? Just a couple. Just a few little ear grodies. It'll be just fine. Alright, got all of our adhesive removed there. So the last thing that we gotta do now is put that new screen on. I am gonna add a tiny bit of adhesive down here on the corners, just to help hold that screen in place down there. Everywhere else there's not a whole lot for it to grip onto. Thankfully the back of this one is very sticky already. That'll work well. Alright, let's grab our double-sided adhesive here. Got our lovely strong double-sided adhesive tape here. Just going to add a nice little bit on that channel there at the bottom. Nothing too much. And I've lost my scissors. So what am I stuck with? Safety scissors. It will work. Ben, where are my scissors, Ben? Nah, what am I saying? Ben hasn't been here in 3 days. I'm the only one that works here at this store currently. Honestly, that's about the adhesive I'm going to put on there. Just a strip of it. There's really not a whole lot of room in here. If I were to put some here under the frame, it would actually put pressure on that LCD panel. And I don't want to do that. It don't make no sense. Place my ear speaker back in. There are some grooves cut at the top and the bottom for it to fit into. We're going to route our LCD through that opening on the board. So that he can wrap over and sandwich plug in right there. Alright. We're going to make sure that our ear speaker is lined up. And then we're going to make sure that our home button has not shifted and will fit in just fine. Home button, ear speaker. Home button, ear speaker. Press. I'm now finding that Mobile Centrics has made a critical mistake and has adhesed a pull tab over the LCD shielding, making removing it very difficult without damaging it. Thank you again, Mobile Centrics, for your tireless quality control. Alright, we've extracted that terrible looking little pull tab. Let's hope that the screen still works, because we can't send it back once we've removed the stickers, right, Mobile Centrics? Let's go ahead and plug in our LCD and digitizer connection on the front there, and we'll make sure that everything is still going to work the way it needs to work. Beautiful. Slide our battery into its slot right here. Hold down our power button. We do get vibration. And we get a Connect to Kai screen. Perfect. At least we know the LCD is not damaged. Pop the battery back out. Now we're going to reassemble it. Let's not forget that singular board screw. Doesn't serve a whole lot of purpose, but he's there. He's there doing his work. Okay, doing his work. We're gonna get our mid frame, or at least our main frame, whatever you want to call this frame. We're gonna reframe it. I don't mean to frame things in a different way, but there we go. We're gonna reassemble it using these screws, which, hey, again, did you guess? It's Samsung. They're all the same size. They're all Phillips heads. They're all the same length. They're perfect Phillips head screws. Thank you, Samsung. We're going to screw this back in. I always like to see the old digitizer and LCD. You can see that this one is slightly darker right here, as in almost like sunglasses. The reason for this is that's actually the digitizer layer. That is the thin layer that goes between the glass and your LCD that responds to touch. You can see there's a slight gap right there. That digitizer is connected to the piece of glass using LOCA, which is liquid optically clear adhesive. LOCA is what they use on most all screens when assembling them, and that's also why a lot of the screens nowadays are considered combos, where it's the LCD and the digitizer all as one piece, because things are convenient that way. I know there are a few videos out on YouTube of people, specifically Jerry Rig Everything's channel, where he is able to do glass only screen replacements on certain devices. However, once you watch those videos, you'll find out the setup is quite intricate, and the level of difficulty is almost not even worth thinking of attempting. As somebody who has many years experience in repairing tech and repairing phones, I personally wouldn't even want to try it. It could be a fun learning experience, but it cost effectiveness for my business, it's not going to do the job. It's not going to pay for itself, unfortunately. We are not a professional refurbisher. Put our SIM card back in. Put that back in. What do we get? We get Connect to Kai's. Beautiful. Well, the customer asked us to repair the screen, not to repair the software, so we are not going to do that just yet. More than likely we'll get asked to do it, but that's it, guys. That is a screen replacement on the Samsung Galaxy S4. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you learned something from replacing this, possibly how to fix your own Galaxy S4. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.